Now, this is the very important chemical reaction of such aldehydes which do not have the alpha hydrogen atoms. Now, this reaction is called as the Cannizzaro reaction. That is cross Cannizzaro reaction. The name of the scientist. There is always short note on this topic. Now, yesterday we have seen the aldol condensation. In which, what is the essential thing? The aldehyde or ketone must have the alpha hydrogen atom. But this is totally opposite of that aldol condensation reaction. This reaction is only carried by such aldehydes which do not have the alpha hydrogen atom. Then can you guess which aldehydes can give this reaction? Especially that is the formaldehyde. Because in formaldehyde there is no alpha carbon. So not question of the alpha hydrogen. Again see this aldehyde, that is the benzaldehyde. Though it have the alpha carbon here in the benzene ring, but there is no hydrogen because the valencies of this carbon are satisfied by all the carbon atoms. So this is also such aldehyde which do not have the alpha hydrogen though it have alpha carbon. So again can you guess which type of aldehydes can give this reaction? See this. Now this is again the aldehyde, but on the alpha carbon of that aldehyde all are the different alkyl groups or same alkyl groups. So in JEE, CET, NEETs, like the examination, entrance examination, there is always questions on the Cannizzaro reaction. They give such aldehydes and they ask us what is the product. So remember this and practice about the Cannizzaro reaction. Now in this aldehyde, that is the benzaldehyde, is also called as the non-enolizable aldehyde because there is non-formation of the enoyl group. Now this is the self-redox reaction, very important. This is the self-redox reaction. Now why it is the self-redox reaction? Because in this reaction one molecule of the aldehyde which is enolizable aldehyde that gets oxidized and the another non-enolizable aldehyde gets reduced simultaneously in this same reaction. So this reaction, as there is oxidation and reduction carried out simultaneously, so it is the self-redox reaction. Now in aldol condensation there we use very dilute alkalis such as 10% NaOH or 10% KOH or Na2CO3. That is very important to write down or to mention that percentage. And if you do not mention the percentage of the alkali, only in aldol condition write down the dilute alkali NaOH or KOH or Na2CO3. But in this reaction, very strong alkali is required, which is opposite that of aldol condensation. Again 50% NaOH or 50% KOH can we use, and after that there may be hydrolysis in the second step. Now see what actually happened in this reaction. Now this formaldehyde and this is the benzaldehyde, one molecule get oxidized, and we know that when aldehyde get oxidized, it oxidized to give the acids. We know the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones are finally into the carboxylic acid. So this formaldehyde acid definitely form the formic acid after oxidation, and this benzaldehyde get reduced, and we know that after reduction of aldehyde and ketone there is formation of alcohols, that is addition of hydrogen. Now see here what first happened is there. Now this NaOH is there and this ONA attacks on this carbon. Now see how it happened. This C double bond OH is there, and again there is the benzaldehyde. What is actual mechanism? See here, C double bond OH. Now this is the benzaldehyde. This NaOH. Now Now this O minus attacks on this carbonyl carbon. At the same time, this goes here, and there is a formation of, what is their formation? See here, H C, that is ONA is again there, and when this attacks on this carbonyl carbon, this is not, this hydrogen get removed there, and there is formation of Hc double bond of ONA, that is the sodium formate, sodium salt of formic acid, called as the sodium formate first is formed. Now this is the first product, and what this hydrogen, that is the hydride, it remove with the negative charge, that is with the bond, and attacks on this carbonyl carbon there, and there is a formation of alcohol in this way. Now this is happen, this OH, this becomes OH when this attacks on this O minus is there, and again due to the, that is hydrogen, one of the hydrogen, this group is converted into the CH2 OH group. Now this OH I write here in this way, that means there is the, again there is a reduction because addition of the hydrogen is there. Now see this is the phenyl methanol, CH3OH is the methanol, and to that there is the phenyl group is attached, so it is the phenyl methanol. It is the reduction product, this is reduction product, and this is oxidation. Now how the formic acid is formed then? After hydrolysis in the second step, this sodium formate is converted into the formic acid with the acid hydrolysis. Here is the H3O plus, that is the acid hydrolysis. Suppose there is the HCl, because for acid hydrolysis, acid is very essential, and there is formation of then the formic acid H C double bond of OH. Now this Na get replaced by this hydrogen, and the byproduct is the NaOH, NaCl there. In this way, this acid in the sodium formate in the second step give the formic acid, which is the oxidized product. Now see what is given in this reaction again. When a mixture of formaldehyde and aldehyde with no alpha hydrogen atom, that is the non-enolizable aldehyde. This is also the aldehyde which do not contain the alpha hydrogen atom, is treated with the strong base. Is treated with the strong base such as 50% NaOH or 50% KOH. Remember that strong base are only two, NaOH or KOH, that is the alkalis. Formaldehyde get oxidized to formic acid, and the other non-enolizable acid, that is the benzaldehyde, get reduced to the alcohol. Here is the phenyl methanol. Then this formic acid forms sodium formate first, and with the NaOH, and which on again acidification, that is the acid hydrolysis, sodium formate is converted into the formic acid. This is the self-redox reaction because oxidation and reduction carried out simultaneously. Now this is the cross Cannizzaro reaction, that is very important reaction. Now let us see the another chemical reaction of aldehydes and ketones. Now let us see the oxidation of aldehyde and ketones. How the oxidation of aldehyde and ketones, and what is the product there. Now for aldehydes, K2Cr2O7, that is the potassium dichromate, acidified potassium dichromate, that is K2Cr2O7 dilute H2SO4, is the oxidizing reagent. This is somewhat mild oxidizing reagent than the chromic oxide CrO3 or alkaline KMnO4 and hot concentrated nitric acid. Now this is somewhat mild for the aldehydes, and we know that aldehyde and ketone finally gives the acids on oxidation. So aldehydes gives the acid always of the carbon atoms which are same as that of aldehydes. Now see here, this acetaldehyde gives the acetic acid. Here are the two carbon atoms in the acetaldehyde, and in acetic acid there are also two carbon atoms. Now when we add the concentrated or dilute H2SO4 on this K2Cr2O7, there is formation of, that is the nascent oxygen, atomic oxygen. Now for aldehyde, just this oxygen get adds into the aldehyde, and there is the formic acetic acid is forming this way. Here is the oxygen get added. There is no that is the mechanism for that. That is acetaldehyde is directly converted into the acetic acid, as there is any acetaldehyde that converted into the corresponding carboxylic acid. But for ketones, ketone resist oxidation. What that means? There is no easier oxidation of the ketones. They resist the oxidation. Why they resist the oxidation? Due to the strong C double bond or C bond, which is not break so easily. So very strong oxidizing agent, chromic oxide, is required for the oxidation, and also of prolonged heating. Prolonged heating means that is the for long heating. So much time is required for the heating, and very strong oxidizing agent is used. Then and then this C double bond or C bond get breaks. Now why that is the breaking of the C double bond or C that is bond? Due to the strong oxidizing agent, and that is the prolonged heating, this bond get breaks, and we obtain such carboxylic acid which have one carbon atom less than the starting ketones. Now let us see this example. This is the acetone. Now as we use the very strong oxidizing agent, more amount of the nascent oxygen is eliminated. Now I take here 4 oxygen atom. Why I take here 4 oxygen atom? Now due to the prolonged heating, this bond get breaks, and there is formation of this CH3C double bond of OH, that is the formic acid. One of the oxygen we use here. 3 oxygens are remains here. One oxygen we use in the acetic acid, and from which this hydrogen comes. This hydrogen comes from this CH3 group, one of the hydrogen. Now what are remaining? CH2 and 3 oxygens are remaining. Now see, one oxygen get attached here and one hydrogen from this CH3 group. There is formation of acetic acid. This acetic acid have only 2 carbon atoms, and the starting ketone have the 3 carbon atoms. Now due to the breaking of the carbon-carbon bond, the acid obtained which always contain the one carbon less than the ketones. Now what happened of these? Now these 2 hydrogen atom and one of the oxygen atom forms the water molecule, and this carbon and 2 oxygen atom form the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is gas, it remove, and we directly obtain, that is the acid. If we do the oxidation of aldehyde and ketones with the higher carbon containing ketones, now here see 2 types of acids are obtained here. Here is also carbon-carbon bond get breaks in this case, and this CH3CO group is converted into CH3COOH, that is the acetic acid. Only write the 2 different acid with that of the alkyl group. First one is the acetic acid, and another is the C2H5COOH, that is the propionic acid. In this way, here is not a balancing, or here is not the mechanism, but write down the 2 different molecules of acid when we use the higher ketone containing more number of carbon atoms. That means 2 of the alkyl groups are that is the longer group. Then there is the formation of 2 types of acid. Now this is very important reaction, oxidation of aldehyde and ketone. On the short note, on all examinations, CET, JEE, they always ask what are the products there. And so if you like this video, you share, you can then subscribe. Thank you.